The treasurer of an organization that raises money to support Austin firefighters is accused of stealing nearly $13,000.
An arrest warrant alleges Elizabeth Murdough took the cash sometime during 2014 and 2015. KXAN's Leslie Rangel explains why some nonprofits say this kind of thing can be prevented.
You can never completely and fully prevent a smart, determined criminal from being able to take advantage of any organization. Whether
CEO Matt Curry with Mission Capital says it's not the first time he's seen theft. He runs a nonprofit that helps charities stay ethically and financially smart.
Unfortunately, many nonprofits don't take the very simple steps they should to ensure that internal controls are in place to prevent fraud and theft.
He thinks that's what may have happened to Austin's auxiliary to Local 975. The nonprofit raises money for Austin firefighters. Its former treasurer, Elizabeth Murdough, who is married to a firefighter, is accused of writing checks and using the nonprofit's debit cards for personal use, totaling nearly $13,000. We went to Murdough's home in Buda, no answer. A neighbor told us off camera she's a nice woman.
Well, it's certainly very sad anytime we hear a staff member or a volunteer taking advantage of a nonprofit organization and those who've given to it or who support it.
Those in the nonprofit field say it's hard enough to get funds without stories like these.
And I would hate to see one small organization sully the reputation of the rest of those 6,000.
In Austin, Leslie Rangel, KXAN News.
We contacted the president of the organization to talk about the allegations, and she refused to comment. There are several things small organizations can do to make sure they're not cheated. Mission Capital says they should require multiple signatures on checks, or at least checks over a certain amount. They also say organizations could hire an auditor, and they say groups can separate who is responsible for receiving payments, processing payments, writing checks, and signing checks.